Once, there was a man who owned a shoe shop. His business wasn't doing so well, and he really needed a great person to sell shoes. He hoped the right helper could make things better. So, he put an ad in the newspaper. Over the next few days, many people came for the job. Some looked clever, some talked well, and others had good papers showing their past work. But one by one, they all failed. Most of them were shy. They seemed unsure when talking to customers, fumbled when showing shoes, and stumbled when saying prices. By the end of the day, the owner was sad. He thought maybe he'd never find the right person. Just then, the very last person walked in. He was young, calm, and had a smile. The owner, used to it now, gave him a pair of shoes and asked the same question he'd asked everyone else. "Can you sell these shoes for $50? The young man looked at the shoes, felt the stitching, and then said with a strong voice, "Sir, I can sell these for $55. The owner raised an eyebrow. "Really?" "Yes, sir," the young man said, "and the customer will be happy too." The owner was a little impressed but still had doubts. He said, "If you can actually do that, the job is yours with more money." The young man nodded, rolled up his sleeves, and waited. Soon, a customer walked into the shop. The young man stepped forward, smiling warmly. "Welcome, sir. Looking for something special today?" "I just want to check out some shoes," the customer said, not sounding very serious. The young man showed him different kinds of shoes, dressy ones, everyday ones, and sports shoes. He explained what was good about each pair. He didn't push too hard, but kept the talk friendly and easy. Slowly, the customer became more interested. Then the young man brought out the pair the owner had given him and said, "Sir, this pair, it's something special. It has a strong grip, top-quality material, and it will last a long time. Honestly, only 2 pairs like this are left." The customer looked at them and nodded, clearly liking them. "How much?" he asked. "We were selling these at $60, the young man said in a thoughtful way. "But because only 2 are left, you can have them for $55. The customer looked a bit uneasy. "They are nice, but $55 is a bit too much for me." The young man leaned in slightly and said, "I understand, sir, but trust me, this is a smart buy. These shoes will be good for you for years. You won't be sorry." The customer smiled, but then looked away. "Honestly, I don't have enough cash right now." The young man paused for a moment, then said something that surprised even the shop owner. "That's okay, sir. You can pay the rest later." The customer was shocked. "What? Seriously?" "Of course," the young man said gently. "You like the shoes? That's what matters. How much do you have right now?" "Only $45, the customer said. "Done," the young man said without a moment's thought. "Pay the rest when you can." He packed the shoes, smiled, and handed them over. The customer thanked him again and again before leaving. The shop owner, who had been quietly watching everything, walked over, very angry. "What did you just do?" he shouted. "You were supposed to sell them for $55, and you let them go for $45. That's a $10 loss." But the young man stayed calm. "Sir, trust me, the customer will come back with the remaining $10. The owner laughed sadly. "You really believe that? He just saved $10. Why would he come back?" The young man looked the owner straight in the eyes and said with a small grin, "Because I gave him 2 shoes for the same foot." There was a moment of silence as the owner understood. He stared at him and then burst into laughter. "You've got the job and the higher salary, just as I promised." What this story teaches us. In life, being smart is good, but being able to think quickly and act on the spot is powerful. Success doesn't always follow strict rules. Sometimes it comes to people who think differently, act bravely, and speak with kindness. The right words, a sharp mind, and a little belief in yourself can make any situation work out for you. And when you mix smart thinking with good people skills, you don't just make a sale, you make a real difference.